Nashville Indy celebration. I smell it. Team spirit.
That's right, guys. All right, three-time Honda Indy Toronto champion, Scott Dixon. Look at this, celebrating right now, tells us about what he has called a physical race. This was incredible yesterday, how he made it to the top of the podium again. First off, congratulations, Scott. What a win. What a race.
We're in the business of winning, right? So that was a good day. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely conditions were tough. I think everybody knew that the heat was definitely high, but the humidity was crazy. So you know, trying to get air through the car and you know, the race was pretty physical. We only had a couple short cautions, so that's the only time you really get to relax a little bit. But yeah, that was the ultimate goal, was to go out and win.
3 times now in Toronto, so Toronto's a good luck charm for you. What's it like racing here in Toronto versus in other racetracks? Yeah, it's
always a lot of fun. I think, you know, the fans, you know, I've been coming here since, I think my first race was in a junior category in 1999, but the race has been going now for over 30 years. Yeah, so it's, you know, the fans are really knowledgeable. They're, you know, super excited about the sport. The track layout itself is fantastic, and this year they actually updated the front stretch and made it nice and smooth and repaved it, which was definitely good for you know, racing. But love coming here. It's such a cool track.
It is, and we love the fans, like you said, really get into the sport, right? Like, we shut down the roads and people come out in droves just to see you guys, and it's pretty amazing.
Which is not easy, and especially you know, the way this city is expanding. You know, like coming here in '99, you know, there was none of those high rises down by you know, the track, and it's really changed a lot. But you know, to still have the essence of a downtown street race and the support from, you know, the city itself too, but also the people that come out. You know, it was looked like it was a sellout yesterday, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the race itself. So what's going through your mind in this one, because you did see a nice clear opening where you're like, see you guys, I'm winning this one.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think it was the first restart where, you know, Joseph got in a little hot into the last corner to take the green flag, and obviously, you know, got out into the grey, you know, hit the fence, and just before that we were able to check out and get going on our way. But the PNC Bank car was just strong. You know, all weekend it was strong after the first session that we rolled off on Friday, all the way through. But you can never count on getting, you know, the front at that point of the, you know, the day. You know, there's so many things that can change throughout the race.
Well, you were saying it was so physical, and it was yeah, there was a lot happening there. So for you, what goes through your head as you're going through this is just to try to avoid, like, there's got to be a lot of strategy on how to maneuver. I know it sounds like a dumb question, but you really do have to change your strategy on the different tracks you're on and what's happening in front of you. Yeah,
for sure. And, you know, you got to look at the sheer fact that we're doing, I think on Lakeshore, over 185 miles an hour, you know, braking within 300, you know, 200 meters down to 45, you know, and then, you know, we're confined by brick walls, you know, concrete walls, sorry. And, you know, if you make the smallest, you know, adjustment and get it wrong, you know, you're going to collect the car on the fence, and that's your race done. So, you know, street racing is, you know, it's a lot of high risk and hopefully some high reward too. But you know, it's a lot of fun. But that's the cool thing about the Verizon IndyCar Series, right? You know, we race at the Indianapolis 500, the biggest one-day sporting event in the world. You know, to a street course like here that we have in Toronto.
How did you celebrate?
Nothing too crazy. No? We had media commitments last night, and then you know, grabbed some dinner and actually went to Hinch and Wickens' you know, little party shindig afterwards, and it was nice to have a couple of beers, and I was in bed by about 1 o'clock, I think.
You rebel, and then you're up for us.
I know.
Now, your lovely wife was here cheering you on. You have 2 beautiful daughters. Now, they weren't here, but do you let them watch? They're 6 and 9, you said?
Yeah, 6 and 9. Yeah. Poppy and Tilly, they come to, you know, probably 5 or 6 races, you know, throughout the season. I think they were here last year, but, you know, they love it. You know, Poppy is really into the racing side of things, and Tilly, you know, kind of checks in a little bit, and then she goes off and plays with Barbies maybe a little bit. But yeah, it's so cool to have them at the track, and Emma was here yesterday, which was a lot of fun to have her here. But yeah, it's a family sport for sure.
Love it. Well, congratulations.
We
wish you more success, and you'll be back here, I'm sure, many times over.
Thank you
so much, Scott. We're going upstairs to you, Tammy.